Hey guys, what's up? It's Emmie. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to find the right fitness routine that works for you. If you've been wanting to start a fitness journey but don't know where to start, this video is for you. So I know there's a lot of information out there nowadays about fitness, like in general. There's so many different routes that you could take, and I know it can be so overwhelming with all this information being thrown at you and you don't even know where to start. Because in reality, when you search something up on the internet, you can probably find an article, even if it's not a credible source, to support what you're looking for, but it might not be a credible source. But if you're not paying attention to that, you won't realize it. And yes, you can find a lot of information out there. There's a lot of information being thrown out on social media. So the first tip I have for you is to make sure that you're getting your information from a reliable, credible source. If you're following someone like on Instagram, let's say, and taking their fitness nutrition advice, make sure that you're taking account into how it applies to your life, and make sure they're certified, especially if you're following their nutrition advice, and know that what works for one person might not work for the other. So I think the biggest tip is to get hands-on help nowadays. So this means either hiring a personal trainer, a fitness coach, whether that's in person or online, or getting a nutritionist, again, whether that's in person or online. I think that is the best way to kind of handle this, because they are professional and they know how to set protocols and give you the accountability to follow them, and know how to look at the biofeedback and make sure that these protocols are what's best for you. If you do take that route, make sure you shop around. Find someone who is going to put your best interests first, and someone who is knowledgeable, certified, reliable, and just someone that you know you're getting the best out of it. The best approach I can tell you is to take everything with a grain of salt that you're seeing online. You have to remember, a fitness journey is so personal, and all of who you are, like genetically, impacts that. What you do day to day impacts that. What you eat impacts that. And just like your work schedule, the amount of stress you have in your life, all of that are factors. So you really have to pay close attention to yourself, really just recognize and trust the process. And if you feel something in your gut that just doesn't feel right, like a protocol or something that you're following, just trust your gut on that and kind of switch things up and see how you feel then. A lot of your fitness journey is going to be overwhelming, confusing, but you just have to start. And the best way to start is to get support. Some things I would suggest if you're starting in your fitness journey is, 1, pick up the weights. You won't get bulky, I promise you that. If you want a toned look, picking up the weights is what is going to get you that look. A toned look is essentially building muscle and being at a low enough body fat percentage to see that muscle. And the muscle doesn't have to be huge. Like, you can build a little bit of shape and then see it when you lose weight. But yeah, trust me, it's really hard to get bulky. You have to eat a lot of food in order to do that. A lot of protein. It will take many, many years. So just keep that in mind. So definitely, number 1, pick up weights. Number 2 is you might be under eating. A lot of people go in a caloric deficit when they're first starting out their journey, but a lot of the times those people are already eating a small amount. So take a look at what you're eating, make sure it's right for you, get some advice on that, because I think it's pretty hard to do on your own, to be honest. You can definitely do a lot of research and figure it out for yourself, but just kind of take a look at where you're at, and you might even be better off doing a reverse diet. Of course, if you are eating a lot of food, then yeah, caloric deficit is the way to go, but there's ways to kind of balance it out. Number 3, along with that, I would not go low carb whatsoever, unless there's certain aspects that you might need to. But for the general population, I would not limit your carbs. I would not do keto. I don't think that approach is sustainable whatsoever. And once you stop keto and go back to normal eating, normal everyday life, the weight's just going to come back on and it won't work. So why not lose the weight sustainably? And the best way to do that is just a caloric deficit. Make sure you're eating whole, minimally processed foods for 80% of your diet. And that is the best way to do it, the best approach that is sustainable. The other thing along with lifting weights is you're not going to go from not lifting weights at all to going 5-6 days a week like that. That's not realistic. You're realistic with yourself and really kind of just master 1 day a week, and then 2 days a week, and then 3 days a week. And honestly, 3 days a week is solid. That's a solid workout routine. So you don't have to overdo it just because that's what you're being fed online and that's what you're seeing people like influencers do. Like they seem like they're going to the gym nonstop, switching up their workouts nonstop, but in reality they're probably just doing the same workouts for periods of time and they're just filming fun workouts to post on Instagram. So keep that in mind when you're thinking you have to switch your workouts all the time. You don't. You want to stick with the same exercises and really build a solid routine, a solid foundation with your form, because form takes time. It takes a long time to master, and I'm still improving my form like 3 years down the line, like little things here and there and new exercises that I add in. Of course I have to get the form down for that. So form does take time. That's the reality with a fitness journey, is you have to realize it takes years to get like exactly where you want, because you'll always be changing your goals, adjusting them as you go. So just keep that in mind as well. And yeah, I hope you found this video helpful and really just kind of give you an insight on how to filter your mind when it comes to all the information you're being fed online about a fitness journey. So I hope this was helpful, points out some things that you might be seeing and why they're not the best for you, and kind of give you some tips on what to do. So if you're in a fitness journey, those are all of my suggestions. If you need any help, you can message me on Instagram, Emmie_fitness_ for personal help. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I post new videos every week, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.